Hi, I'm Joe Newman, and this is my informative speech. And this is my audience: Steve, Vanessa, and Bill. Everyone at some point has played a contact sport of some kind. Because of this, you are susceptible to possible head injuries at an increased rate at the time. Now, just because someone doesn't play a contact sport doesn't mean that they will not suffer any type of head injury. But this but is just much more common with the contact sport athletes. This can be seen throughout personal examples of mine where close friends get a severe head injury while playing hockey. But again, I also have other stories of multiple friends who play year-round contact sports and receive terrible head injuries while playing. So know that the issue is around, and the important part now is observing the signs and symptoms of head injuries to prevent the lasting brain damage. But first, before anyone could go about trying to prevent a situation, everyone must be educated on what to look for while it is going on to help reduce long-term effects. People all around the world play contact sports all the time and come from a wide range of incidents. A concussion involves a strong, violent force applied to the brain that in most people changes the brain's electrochemistry. In some, it may alter brain structure. Anything that makes the brain bounce around against the side of the skull can cause a concussion. How to prevent is how a parent or a member of coaching staff should do if they believe someone may be suffering from a head injury. First, the first thing they should do is they must stop the event and withdraw the person immediately to look for any apparent signs or symptoms. Then the person must be closely watched and checked up on consistently to make sure a condition does not become much more where they would need to be rushed to the hospital. Then they must wait until they are fully healed and know their apparent problems before returning to the activity. And this is where the problems start to really accumulate. The person must wait until they have fully and completely healed before returning to the event or activity. I'll be talking about awareness. If an injury goes unchecked, the brain's hardware can be permanently damaged with dire consequences. For individuals' long-term cognitive, social, and emotional quality of life, there are three grades of concussions. Grade 1, which is temporary confusion, but still retains consciousness. Second, grade 2 is confusion and possible amnesia, but is still retained consciousness. And the last, grade 3, is complete loss of consciousness for an amount of time. Appropriate steps must be taken from here, depending on the severity, as exactly which type of recommended hospital care would be the most ideal to help and treat the individual's case. Now I'll be talking about prevention. After a little research and looking around the web, there are these applications that athletes and parents alike can use to help prevent concussions before they become overly severe, and to help those become more vigilant to the issue. A program like this is easier for athletes to do self-assessments on themselves in the comfort of their own home from their own personal device. And as a plus, this can only help inform others about the severity of what these head injuries could lead to down the road. Thank you.